This Sunday is the 29th Sunday in Ordinary Time. Once again, we see Jesus teaching his disciples. Our gospel comes from Mark's account, Mark chapter 10, verses 35 to 45. Let's take a listen. James and John, the sons of Zebedee, came to Jesus and said to him, "Teacher, we want you to do for us whatever we ask of you." He replied, "What do you wish me to do for you?" They answered him, "Grant that in your glory we may sit, one at your right and the other at your left." Jesus said to them, "You do not know what you are asking. Can you drink the cup that I drink, or be baptized with the baptism with which I am baptized?" They said to him, "We can." Jesus said to them, "The cup that I drink you will drink, and with the baptism with which I am baptized you will be baptized. But to sit at my right or at my left is not mine to give, but is for those for whom it has been prepared." When the 10 heard this, they became indignant at James and John. Jesus summoned them and said to them, "You know that those who are recognized as rulers over the Gentiles lord it over them, and their great ones make their authority over them felt. But it shall not be so among you. Rather, whoever wishes to be great among you will be your servant. Whoever wishes to be first among you will be the slave of all. For the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many." Imagine yourself listening to the conversation that is going on. What do you think of the request of James and John? "Grant that in your glory we may sit, one at your right and the other at your left." We are told that the other disciples became indignant when they heard what James and John had asked. Would you have become indignant? Or maybe simply surprised, shocked? Or do you find that you have some sympathy for the request made by James and John? Jesus' response is simple. You do not know what you are asking. Were James and John naive, prideful, unthinking, quick to ask for favorable treatment without thinking it through? Are we ever like that? Do we ever ask for things without thinking about all of the ramifications? Jesus then takes the opportunity to speak about service and greatness. He says, "Whoever wishes to be great among you will be your servant. Whoever wishes to be first among you will be the slave of all." Do we associate greatness with service? It does stand in contrast with what we see in our contemporary culture. Greatness in our culture is often associated with being served. It means lots of perks, special treatment, the first place. There is definitely a clash of cultures. Greatness means service for those who follow Jesus, and greatness means being served in our contemporary culture. Do you ever experience this clash? Feel the kind of tension? It is a good place to turn to God in prayer. Just as Jesus spent time explaining what he meant to his disciples, so too he can do for us. Take some time to pray and reflect on this gospel. Let the gospel fill your week. See you in church.